Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Come on in. Hi there, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
And
therapist.
together we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
What are you trying to
I'm
outshadow
stretching,
me?
Bob. I'm trying to get some myofascial release.
All right,
there.
we're going to talk about carpal tunnel syndrome today.
Yes. Yep, Bob, we are going to show you how to test for it, some common symptoms, all the way from some statistics. I just took a course on it, so this is updated information.
glad
It's
God
very
here.
complete.
By the way, we are giving
Oh,
away,
what's
always
this?
giving away something. Go to the giveaway section on bobandbrad.com and sign up for a back and neck massager.
Yep.
People love it.
This is really a nice, when I first saw it,
Yeah,
and then you
does
put it on,
too.
it's like, whoa, and it goes all the way down to the back. It actually even works on your hamstrings and calf muscles.
Actually, it works on your daughter.
Yeah, my daughter, we use this for her neck, and she was extremely grateful. She has one at home right now. Anyways, let's go on. Carpal tunnel syndrome. So in the wrist, everyone has a carpal tunnel, but carpal tunnel syndrome is when the carpal tunnel is here, the median nerve actually gets pinched in there. And
By a ligament that goes across.
And the common symptoms are numbness, tingling, and you can get it in the thumb, the first finger here, the middle finger, and half of the ring finger typically. It can be very annoying, and it can disturb your sleep is a real common symptom.
One thing you would see if you had it for a while is actually this meaty part of the thumb, it starts to wear away.
Well,
atrophy.
The atrophy, wear away would technically be right.
I don't know how they say it.
Right.
First.
But it gets like a hollow spot there.
Right. If you look at one compared to the other.
And if yours is that bad, you really should be seeing a doctor already. So we're thinking about when you have it and you have that numbness and tingling, and it oftentimes
irritating pain.
Yeah, can come with your work. Now, some statistics on common people that have it. A majority of people are over 45 that get it. More females have it than males.
As it should be.
I'm just you are really
I'm not trying.
Yeah, we just lost a lot of subscribers on that comment.
Goodbye.
Anyways, no, statistically, it's 1.5 to 4 times more females have it than males.
Well, really, they're tougher than we are.
Well,
so
there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
If you're diabetic or you have a BMI over 30, if you're overweight, those people are typically will have it more. If you're an industrial worker and you use your hands aggressively, particularly if you work with equipment that vibrates onto the hand, that really irritates it a little quicker.
I always think of carpet layers, cutting that carpet, or like hedge trimmers. Of course, they have electric ones now.
Sure. Well, which is worse yet because it's vibrating.
Oh, right. It's still vibrating.
Sanding equipment.
Yep.
I think about the people using the jackhammer.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, tests. Now, we're going to talk about some tests that you can do, and they're not real difficult.
Yeah, they're easy to do.
Right. So, you want to show them Tennell's?
Sure.
If I don't know if people pronounce it differently.
The nerve runs right between the two meaty parts here.
Yes.
And all you do is tap on there.
Yep.
And actually, Brad, I see it where people tap all the way up to the hand even.
Okay.
But you definitely want to tap right here.
Yep.
And if that kind of gives you pain or tingling,
the symptoms that you get, yep. That's a positive test.
Yeah, you may have it.
And you would do that for 60 seconds.
Right.
Okay. The next one's Phelan's.
Right.
It's one of those pH.
So you're going to basically pray.
Yeah,
I've seen it go both ways.
Right, and actually in this course, they recommended this.
They did.
But you do it both ways.
Right.
And do a test each direction.
Please have my pain go away.
Yes.
Or you can go like this.
And you hold it there, touch, and then bring the elbows down, 60 seconds.
Right.
And see if that reproduces that numbness, tingling, those painful symptoms. Now, this other one is interesting, and I think this one gets missed a lot. And I always test this.
Yes.
You can get symptoms in the hand that will be identical to carpal tunnel syndrome from the nerve getting pinched in the neck.
Yeah, right.
So I'll show you. This is how I typically do it. I'll have the person in a nice firm chair, have them sit up nice and tall. ask them if they have any symptoms in the hand and where they're at if they have some. And then I'll say, just lean back, tuck the chin in gently, and then look back like this. And if they go back like this and their neck starts to hurt and it doesn't, the range is limited, and if they have symptoms that increases the symptoms in the hand or down the arm, we got to get after that neck, because they could either have just a neck problem or it could be a neck problem along with carpal tunnel.
If you want to take it a little further, you could go back and go to the side too.
There you go.
That you had trouble, and you could go the other way too.
Yep.
That's Sperling test, and it does often indicate too whether or not you have a neck problem.
Right. You know, if you do this and this all feels fine,
Yeah.
it pretty much clears the
Yeah,
neck.
it does.
It's good, strong indication. So make sure that is checked.
So how do we treat this, Brad?
Excellent question. Now, I have talked to a surgeon who does this,
Right?
and he does the surgery, and he does all kinds of surgeries on the hand and wrist. And he says his number one go-to treatment
is a simple wrist splint or wrist brace.
while you're sleeping.
Right.
He said that is a wonderful way
It's a good way to start.
Yeah. So if you wake up in the middle of the night because your hand and the symptoms
Right.
are bad, which my wife, by the way, had for years, and she
Well,
would do this.
quite often you'll sleep with your wrist bent, you don't even realize it.
Exactly. So you don't have to have any special wrist
Right.
splint. What's important is that it's comfortable and it's not too tight.
You go to a big box store and they'll have them there.
Online, and you just look
A
for something.
drugstore.
Yep. Now this one's real comfortable. It's got a stave, which means there's a metal or a plastic support. You don't necessarily have to have
And
that.
you can shape those. You
Yeah,
can bend
yep.
them a little bit and shape them.
Yeah. This one's pretty tough. I'd have
No,
to take
it's
it out. But anyways, you want it comfortable and you sleep like that. It keeps
Right.
your wrist in a neutral position. You can also wear this if you get it with you're using the mouse or at a keyboard or whatever job you have. If you can wear it and still do your job, that's going to be helpful.
Right.
Um,
Isn't there anti-vibration gloves?
yep.
Too.
They're cushioned a little bit.
Right.
It's a good
I have
point.
one for cutting the lawn
Oh, really?
when I push the
You
lawn.
have one in each hand?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I know. I believe it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. Okay. The next thing is if you don't have this, just think about neutral position with
Yeah.
your wrist. If you're going to do something like this that does, put your hand back, or like you're pushing on something like possibly a wheelchair or a cart, think about neutral position. And that's why you wear the brace. is
Well,
to
and
mu-
that's also
remind you.
why you don't want to have the keyboard real high, because you're kind of in a weird position.
Exactly right.
You want to have the keyboard so you can keep the wrist in a neutral position
Right.
while you're typing.
And oftentimes these are more important than the stretches we're going to show you. But
Right.
one of the common stretches is to stretch or floss that median nerve, because that nerve comes through here all the way up under
Right.
the armpit to the neck. So you're going to go out like this and palm up. And
Keep
I'm
it
gonna-
level.
and then I'm
Keep
gonna-
the arm level.
Yep.
And you can even go back a little bit, Brad.
Yeah. So
A
we're
little bit,
Yep.
right.
And even on a healthy median nerve, I do this, I can feel a stretch. Now, if I
Yep.
bring my palm down and all of a sudden I feel it up here,
Right.
you got a tight nerve.
Now, if you really want to floss it, you could actually first just start the wrist.
Yep.
And then eventually you could even put the head down while you put the wrist down.
Yep.
And you're kind of flossing it.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got another video on flossing the median nerve that if you go to Bob and Brad,
Sure.
we get more into detail
Yeah.
with that. You can also use a wall to help stretch that.
Right.
And if you I stretch here like this, and then I go over like this,
That
and you
really stretches it.
Yeah. So don't get too aggressive. If you feel that all the way up in here, be gentle. Give it a few
Yeah,
days.
because you can fire it up and,
Yeah.
and make it worse.
So you're going to do that maybe about 10 times gently, and then see how it responds. This next one is one that gets missed a lot.
Yes, it does.
That nerve can also often get caught in the first rib, which
Right.
is underneath your clavicle. It's a really small rib. And the way you treat that, it's a very simple thing to do. And regardless if it's pinched there or not, this is a good stretch.
Yeah, I like it. That feels really good to
It
me.
does. So you take a belt, and I like the buckle on the belt because I'm going to sit on the buckle and it kind of grabs. So on a firm chair, I'm going to sit there and I want to stretch. This is the side with the carpal tunnel. I'm going to take this belt and put it right over, so it goes over your clavicle, not over the end of the shoulder, but in closer to the neck. You're going to hold it here. Let this relax. And then we're just going to, when I lean this direction, the belt tightens and it pulls down, and my head goes this way. It pulls down on that clavicle and over the first rib. There we go. And you can feel that pressure going in there. And this is just a nice stretch. And again, you can't really do anything, no harm with this,
Right.
anything but
Right.
good.
It
So,
should feel good.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
should. I mean, this does feel really nice right now. You
yeah.
may just want to do it regardless. So just a nice stretch. But that can alone, it's the double crunch
Right.
syndrome.
The idea is that you're getting the nerves getting pressure on it up here,
Yep.
then it gets pressure down here, so
Right.
it double and it intensifies.
Right, exactly. So that's a lot of information for one video. So also we do have more videos on this. Do we have a programs on this?
No, we don't.
I don't think.
No, we don't.
Not yet. So, but if you Google Bob and Brad carpal tunnel syndrome, we definitely have some more videos to give you more.
And we
information.
do have videos on neck pain. I mean, if you go to programs, we have one on neck pain.
Right.
So if you think that it's mostly from your neck, we do address
Right.
that.
When you do that initially, it hurts here. Our programs is like a library of specific videos for the neck. Go to bobandbrad.com, go to the programs tab, click on that, go to the neck and open up about 20 or 30 videos. And they all have PDF printouts showing the video and the exercises on paper. So you don't have to go back and look at our faces.
I got to tell you,
anymore.
we're really being generous with these because a lot of people charge for these, and we have
Exactly
absolutely
right.
no charge,
Right.
no email.
I wanted to
nothing.
charge for them, and Bob says, no, we're not going
No.
to. Yeah. So I said, okay, let's do it. Let's be generous. So
Oh,
very good. Good luck with all your
thanks.
neck problems. And if you got a broken heart, we can fix anything except for.
A broken heart.
Right. That's what I just said.
That's what you just
Yeah,
said.
but we're working on that in our spare time.
Thanks.